Commercials. Computers. Here's some answers, some suggestions. There are some ideas. Now, this is one of the approaches in creativity when you're comparing things. You understand? Also, the ability to laugh at yourself. Very important for the creative consciousness. You follow that? Okay, now we will go into serious level products. Okay, since you're talking about products, we will address products. And I warn you, my approach is not from any of your textbooks. It's from a book I'm writing right now. You are the first people who are being exposed to this because a man called Srikant held a gun at my head and said, you better do this. So it's design thinking. Design thinking, but not from a textbook point of view. Just now, I was interviewed by two ballerina damsels for Tuttaratis and YouTubies, and they wanted a short, compact answer to what makes a winning product, what was brought up in the last presentation. You have to be sure of your product. That's what makes a winning product. Simple, unique, robust, elegant. 4 things. Example, just a paperclip. That took over 100 years to improvise. First it was just U-shaped or V-shaped. It took 100 years to come to that point. Can you imagine to take another turn? So the human consciousness was log-jammed, but it's simple, right? It's unique, it's robust, it's elegant. This is, at heart, the core secret. We will do more on this. Now thinking. I told you the world's most powerful, unresolved crisis is the inability to think clearly, and there are 3 areas of thinking, right? There are 3 areas of thinking: critical thinking, systems thinking, and creative thinking. In this encounter between us, I will be addressing creative thinking. And you'll get a taste of what it feels like to come up with ideas. Now, second, 1-minute test. Go ahead, write down. What options can you come up with for uncommon uses of a pencil? Go ahead, write down. Uncommon uses for a pencil. Rinku, you got 3 other companions at your table. I need answers from the 4 of you. You think I'm standing over here like some prima donna or something? I'm coming there to check. Okay. All right, time up, time up. 1-minute test. How many people got 16 or more answers? Wow. How many people got 12 to 16 answers? How many got 8 to 12? My goodness. Can you just check your pulse and see if you're still there? You want to be product leaders. You want to be innovators. I'm in the capital of the Indian brain, Hyderabad. Anybody got 6 to 8? Ah, now we got a few. 4 to 6. More. Of course, the rest of you are less than 4. Now you see This is the shape of your CQ, your creative quotient right now. It's one of many, many ways to look at it, okay? Now you look at the shape over there, it's like this, right? Now that looks like this. Then you have what? RIP. What's RIP? Rest in pieces, right? Wow, this is your destiny. What to do? We can stop the program now. We don't have to carry on. But there is hope. There is hope, and there are solutions. Okay, this is the challenge I gave you. Okay, this is the challenge I gave you, and I'll give you some answers, suggestions. Here, can you see that far? It can be any object. It's just a random object. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a paper clip, it could be a pencil, it could be a toothpick, it could be a rubber band, it could be your shoelaces, it could be anything. It's one way to check how you're looking at life. Now, I have also expanded it further as a mind map. So there's a mind map. I'm not asking you to read it. It's a very advanced creativity technique applied there. But I'm just showing you, still with the pencil, how many more answers. So you have to use all your senses, especially your sense of humor. Now, we are coming into a deeper layer, but if I said to you, having given you this clue, what are the unusual uses for a paperclip? What would you say? Silence. I can't believe the cognitive capital of India. As a hairpin, unusual uses. Okay, hairpin may be unusual for you. Fine. Okay, what else? Could you use it for cooking? Could you use it for music? Could you use it for self-defense? Could you use it for art and science and conducting electricity and magnetism? You've got to be able to think in multi-dimensions. Can you understand that? Right? Open your minds. Open your minds. We're going to have serious challenges coming your way right now. Okay? What unusual uses can you have for a coat hanger? Give me. A coat hanger. Banking. A spanking. Yeah, he's come from some kinky background, but accepted. Accepted. It's okay. Aberrant sexuality is allowed. It's part of creativity. All right? Coat hanger. Anything else? Yes, absolutely. Any wall hanging. Good. Right? What else? One more. One more from the back. Yeah. Sorry? Yes, absolutely right. Now, are there floating microphones for the people at the back so that they can have access to participate in this? Okay, thank you. All right, now, we're going to do another technique. This is going to take a little bit longer because now I want you to open a blank page in your book at the back. Open a blank page, and I'm going to teach you a technique I created sitting in a taxi in Bali. And because of paying honor to our heritage, I called it the magic mandala. Okay? Now, this is a very powerful technique, yet it's charming and well within our scope because creativity comes from combinations. You understand? So, it doesn't come from mugging data. Be careful. Earlier, we were warned about data inundation and data proliferation. Data is not the only thing that stimulates our brains. You have data, you have information, you have knowledge, you have wisdom, you have significance, you have transcendence, and there are many, many different schemas of this. Data is only one. However, now, in the magic mandala, I was asked by a little child to create a system for her how she can invent things. She was into pre-Harry Potter. She was into this fantasy world. And I said, let me think about it, because I'm an adult who is therefore less creative than you, the child. So let me think of it. And literally in about 6 or 7 minutes, I created it sitting in a taxi, doodling around. That's all, in Bali. Now, you have to draw this mandala that I give you, okay? I could have given it as a handout, but then you won't remember the feeling, right? You have to feel it. So you should have a blank sheet of paper open. You should have a pencil in your hand, and I will show it to you, and then you copy that shape, and you can teach it to each other and your family members and your friends, etc. So there you are. You start with a square, and you go 5 squares. That's what you have. Can you just draw that? Fill the page. Fill the page. Simple drawing. Just fill the page. And that is going to be the receptacle for processing ideas, generating and processing ideas. Okay. I'll give you an example first. So feel free to discuss with each other as you draw this, but everybody must participate, right? You have to get the feeling of drawing now, right? Get the drawing done. Okay, good. Very good. Everybody ready at the back? Are you okay? Yep, all right, good. Now, take a guess before I show you an example. Why would I come up with something so wacky and say, this is an idea generating, idea processing device, technique? How would you use that to generate ideas? Any guesses? Sorry? Use all the spaces over there? Yes. How would you use the spaces? You see? Now, that is the whole trick. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Give him the mic. It's okay, so everybody can hear him.
Oh, I just said that use all the spaces to come up and put all the ideas that come to your mind.
Absolutely right. But what is the procedure? About 10 days ago, I watched a lady explaining some stuff to an audience, right? So she used all the spaces on a big whiteboard, right? In the end, it was a brain dump. But there was no system. There was no process. You understand? It was chaos. There was no method there other than madness. So she captured everything, what came out, but they couldn't see the logic of it. And it is not designed how the brain likes to remember. Remember, there's no learning without memory. You have to have memory, but not mugging memory. What I'm doing with you is not mugging at all. It is applied imagination. You understand? Everything I teach is applied imagination. Okay. Now, how to use that, let me show you. We'll use an example first. So first, let me ask you the question. The example I'm giving you is workforce motivation. Because I see a lot of people demotivated. So how do you create? Give me 4 suggestions for creating workforce motivation. That means, if you look at this screen, for example, in the center is my challenge. So that challenge is workforce motivation. I'm giving it to you, right? Now, it's not enough if that's it. So you have to surround it 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 4 spaces around it, around the center, with 4 suggestions for workforce motivation. No writing paragraphs, keywords. Come up with the key concept, okay? Now you tell me, from your experiences, how would you create workforce motivation? Too many people are busy dying, they're not busy living. Now you want, as a leader in the making, maybe as a product leader, you want workforce motivation, because you cannot be a leader unless you have followers, but who are motivated. You tell me, you can shout out. Go ahead, shout out. Okay, okay. 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 Okay, then I would say, for example, I'm not saying you're wrong, right? All I'm saying is, if I play devil's advocate, I'll say, can you have fun but not motivate? Can you give knowledge but not motivate, etc.? You can, right? So be very specific and very careful in your vocabulary. You must be precise in what you mean, so you have to say what you mean and mean what you say. So I would suggest to you, of course you don't have to take my suggestions, it's just an example. I would suggest to you that around the center is what I'm going to show you next. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares, and you're going to use the spaces. And then you have the combinations coming through, which we'll address. So how can we create workforce motivation? There's your challenge, okay? And how would you use this mandala? So you just drew that, okay? You just drew that. And in the center, you put your challenge, workforce motivation. Surrounding the center, you have 4 attached attributes or suggestions, ideas, notions around it. I would suggest keep the people informed, keep the people involved, keep the people intrigued, keep the people inspired. Wouldn't you love to have an organization with inspired people, inspiring people? So I write that around the center. Now, your mandala, in being filled up, is expanding from the inside. Can you notice that? It's expanding. Now what to do with this? Remember, creativity is begotten through combinations. So, involved plus intrigued, what would it give you here? Intrigued plus informed, what will it give you here? Informed plus inspired here, inspired plus involved here, right? So, do you have any ideas? Just copy that. Just copy, don't have to copy the drawing. You can just write down. And at your tables, discuss for a minute or so. What do you think those combinations give you? Talk to each other. When you write and draw yourself, I will be doing drawing later. We'll come to that before we end. You have to write around the center, then make your combinations. Yes. Good. How are you doing? One lady at the table, enough to contain you guys. Right. Give them inspiration. Yeah. No, it's fine. Just that they need the mics maybe at the back, you know. I won't be able to hear them otherwise. Right. Yes, the combination. So creativity is all combinations. You think your watch is only 2 sticks or something? There's so many things combined, right? So you have to combine now. I'm giving you this experience before I go into more advanced stuff, right? So if you, and this is an intangible, motivation and intangible. Motivation not a table, it's not a chair, right? So I'm giving a more challenging challenge to you, right? So what's the combination of those? If I wrote it in a different order, then okay, you have that combination too, right? Okay, people, how are you doing? You have to write. You have to write your combinations.
Dilip?
Another one lady at this table. Come on, turbocharge their brains. No ladies here, they're suffering. Here too, look at that. What, 3 ladies over here? You 2 guys, you don't need to work. They'll do everything for you. Come on, give me the combinations.
Yeah, here you go.
You're staring with great gravity at your sheet of paper.
So, involved and intrigued is curious.
Very good. Okay.
Informed and intrigued is creative.
Okay.
Inspired and informed is motivated.
Okay.
Inspired and involved is engaged.
Give him a round of applause. I think that's a really worthy, well done. Very well done, right? I'm not saying whether his answer is good or bad or anything. He has already advanced because he's dared to take this and make a combination. He's already started creating. Can you understand this? So don't judge through giving measurements and marks and all that in creative. Okay? We have a paranoid civilization that is hell-bent on measuring everything. If I ask you how much do you love your mother, you can't measure it. Right? You can only quantify it. I don't love her. I love her lots. Right? Okay, now let me get back to the front. The table right in front with all the super brains, I don't know what they came up with. Oh my God. They wrote, oh God, what a devil Dilip is. Oh my goodness me. All right, now we go next. So the combinations, I put, this gives eager learners, creative commandos, role models, and motivated teams. Now, you can use your own answers, check, see if you want to change anything, whatever. Now you fill in the rest of the blanks. And motivated teams plus eager learners gives you what? That plus this gives you what? Like this, you fill in these 4 spaces and then these 4 spaces. Let me see what you do. Expand away. Go ahead. Speak with one another. 2 ladies at this table, staring hard at the screen.
We created something else.
Meaning?
As in we came up with our own agenda.
That's okay, that's okay. I'm only giving you suggestions. You can build your own. It's okay. You don't have to take mine. I'm giving you examples, right? Certainly use your own. I respect your brain just as much, right? Even if you come up with junk, yeah, junk leads to good stuff. You know, when you're prospecting for gold, you get so much dirt, but the gold nuggets are hidden there, right? Don't prejudge yourself. Of course. Okay, I'm giving you a template, right? So I created that and say, okay, now you put in yours. But why I gave you like this was because really, in real time, in 7 minutes or so, I came up with all this, right? So I didn't want to show that, oh, I thought about it for 2 months, then I wrote a word or something like that. You know, you must be eloquent with it in your thinking. So there's a flow, right? Okay? So yours are very welcome, right? Okay, how are you guys? Wow, you look pained, you look distressed, you're in agony. Do something for them. You know? God said, call a psychiatric ward or something like that. It might help them, right? Oh yeah, whoa, how are you doing? Are you okay? So much crossing out and scratching. Use your own ideas. I'm only giving you suggestions. Another, 1 lady only at this table. Wow, so 5,000 gorillas in this room, few ladies. Oh my goodness me, right? Just tell him you love him. Tell him that. Yes, sir, what happened? Oh, you're paying attention? Mean you're not doing it. Do it. Are you following? Yeah, you're following. Yeah. What have you come up with? Oh, I see you people staring at Greek gravity. You know. What the hell this guy is teaching us? Huh? How are you doing? Okay. You can use any example you like. Right now, I'm only getting you familiarized. Okay, are you following how the system is working? Soon the challenge will be something else. Right? Any questions? Any questions? Anybody's got any questions? Right? Yeah, well, I'm having my gin and tonic over here. Okay, this side, ma'am, are you okay? Yeah? How come yours is all empty? You did such a tiny little mandala over there. Expand your consciousness. Make it huge. Make it big. Right. Okay. Now, I will show you what I did, and you can compare or use your own ideas. You're very welcome. Yeah, top table, finished. All your spaces. Yeah, you did? Wow. What do you mean just this one? You got 8 spaces left?
Oh, we did only 4.
Oh, did I say do only 4? I said finish it. Complete the table. Right. Okay. Now, here, have a look. The top gives you support systems, then idea generators, idea movers and activators, and teachers, counselors, and consultants, right? So, your own thoughts are your thoughts. You can put them down. I'm giving you examples, okay? And then, finally, you have seeds, creators, builders, and leaders, okay? Now, this I've put like that, same thing. Normally my work will have drawings and the imagery will become evocative, okay? So, in terms of a real societal problem where people are demotivated and companies are suffering, here's just a way to go through it. Before I give you the real challenge, because this was an example, we are going into products. We are addressing products. So you at your tables now have to invent the products, right? That's your challenge. But using this tool for now. Later I'll show you other tools. So here's your challenge. If you have a question, just speak up and ask me any question you want, in case there's anything that's in your mind. Otherwise, you are at a particular summit right now. There's your challenge. How can we design a new toy? Earlier in the last presentation, they were talking about games and things like that. The toy business is big. Toys and games and play and all that is big. Now, you have to design a new toy. Starting in the center is your challenge. Surround it with what attributes you want it to have and keep expanding, and let's see what you come up with. Check with each other. How can you design a new toy? Now you have to use each other's ideas. If you need help, let me know. Remember, you're in the products business. Ah, you're getting good at drawing all this, huh? Oh, very good. Now, you don't know what that toy is, but you have to design a new toy. That you can sell, that a customer wants. It's okay, it's okay. If you have questions, you can ask me, right? Now at least you can draw the mandala. That's progress. See, afterwards people will say how much I insulted all of you. Ha! How are you doing, my dear? Yeah? Design new toy. Oh, that's okay, that's good. Now you do the rest. Tuk, 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 like that. That's good. That's really good. Your 4 attributes. Okay? Now keep expanding, because in the end, it has to become a product, right? That you can sell in the stores, in your malls, right? Combinations. You're using these combinations, you know, like you used just now. Okay? Right? Hey guys, how are you doing? Yeah. Where are your 4 attributes? You can write them in, you can put them in. Yeah. Make sure that your vocabulary is going to the keywords. Okay? Nobody can remember too many words, things like that, right? Keywords are important because they give you pictures in your mind, right? If I say to you, don't think of crocodiles, I bet you're thinking of crocodiles. Crocodile, keyword. You understand? Right? So, get these pictures in your mind. Right? Hey guys, you okay? Oh, that's the way. Keep expanding.